Greetings. Black Light. We're going to resume in our study into white supremacy. Reasons why we're doing this is so we can all be on the same page. A lot of you act like there's no reason to fight this system that we adopted. But if we want to get back to our natural selves, we got to. So let us resume.
To survive as white people. How many of you know that white people most fundamentally are interested in surviving as white people? See, a lot of people think that white people just want to make money. White people produce money. What they are fundamentally interested in is surviving as white. I ask white people, I talk around the country and I ask white people, do you want your children to be colored? Do you want your grandchildren to be colored? Do you want your great-grandchildren to be colored? Do you want your great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren to be colored? What do they say? No. No. No, they don't want to disappear. They don't mind getting a tan. But they don't want to disappear as white. People who classify themselves as white have been having conferences, major conferences, recently, in which they discuss the fact that by the year 2073, they will be fewer than 3% of the people on the planet. That they discuss that they have a very serious problem that they must work out a solution to. They say that within 6 to 9 generations in this area of the world, that the black, brown, red, and yellow people will be the majority. Do you understand? Now they sit and discuss and make plans that they can't have that happen. That it is dangerous to them, dangerous, I say, to their white genetic survival if things come to this. Now of all of the black, brown, red, and yellow people, it is black-skinned people that have the greatest genetic potential to cause the disappearance of white. Black-skinned people. So that is why we all learned as we were growing up, before we learned how to read. If you are black, what? Get back. If you are brown, what? Stick around. If you are yellow, you're mellow. And if you're white, right. People all over the world, all non-white people know that. Irrespective of the language that is spoken, every person of color who has confronted white supremacy understands that the white people line you up according to how much pigmentation you have. And they give preferential attention to people who have less pigmentation because those people are less of a genetic threat. Not only that, that I maintain that white people have systematically, in their position of power, moved so as to dilute the black pigment. Do you see what I'm saying? So if the white man moves around and has enough sex with black women or people of color, then he can reduce the black. And by reducing the black, he makes the non-white people less of a genetic threat to him. That's at the genetic level. At the psychological level, he makes the non-white people look more and more like him and thereby to fall further in love with them. Do you understand?
So I'm just coming in on at this point to say that all the studying that she did independently, she never did actually check out the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. She's a psychiatrist by profession, but Elijah was the master psychiatrist. And if she would have studied Elijah, she would already knew this, but she never compared the teachings or never did mention the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but she was still teaching what he taught. He said it in another way, another manner, but he taught what she's saying many, many years ago in the 30s, 1933 he started, or even before, teaching. See, there's a supreme being. We all have degrees. You know, human beings have degrees of knowledge, degrees of experiences. But there's always a master or supreme being. We refer to him as Allah. You know, so a lot of people, you know, they're not, they can't comprehend even what I'm saying to you right now. And I'm talking plain language. Might be a little Ebonics mixed in there, but I'm making it plain for you. So that sister, she started studying white supremacy. But if she would have picked up the books or either got into a MGT class or CC class, she would have been realized that. I'm recommending that to all of you to join and at least join any nation and get those teachings. Now, you don't have to stay, but you'll realize that those teachings have been around for decades. You know, so going on almost a century. You know, maybe about 13 more years, and it might be a century. But all is well, and I'm recruiting the army too of YouTubers. We all want to teach something, but what are you teaching for? Are you teaching to make everything better for yourself and your community and your people? Or are you just further enhancing white supremacy? The white man don't need no advocates. He don't need no one to plead his case. He's been found guilty a long time ago. So this is Black Light. We're going to come back. So stay tuned.